What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, I have some bad news regarding my transmission for my car. All thanks to Julian. So, controversial thing with the Gen 3 Mustangs, 10R80 versus 6-speed manual MT82. Everybody knows the MT82s, they're garbage. Mine, unfortunately, grinds in 4th gear and has the typical high RPM 3rd gear lockout. As of yesterday night, we went to a full send meet, and on the way back home, I raced Julian. I did a 2nd gear. We did three runs. The first run was a 2nd gear pull, and going about 30 miles an hour. So 30 roll 2nd gear for me. I'm not sure what gear Julian was in, but we ran it. I hit 3rd, and with my 3rd being, it has high RPM lockouts, I took my time with it, but it hit really hard. And then I went for 4th, but when it went in 4th, it just grinded and it didn't even want to go in. So the 2nd run after that, I did a 3rd gear roll, and he dogged me. He completely got me, because going 40 in a 3rd gear is not the happy spot for Gen 3 5.0. So Julian did beat me in every single one of the races, but I will have my headers and my cat back in tune soon, and then we'll rerun it, and I'll probably get some videos of that. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get him to send me the videos. I don't care that I lost. It is what it is. I'm kind of proud of that little EcoBoost beating me, especially with it being on E30, and it's putting its name out there, beating a lot of 5.0s. So yeah, as of last night, didn't notice it much because I just parked the car. Today, driving the car, I noticed that my flywheel chatter got a lot louder at certain points, louder than what it was before I took it to the shop, and I think my transmission is damn near on its way out. So I did tell Ford, prior to me, like when it was at the shop, and they told me they're pretty backed up with transmission appointments because they only have one trans tech, and if they're gonna put another OEM one in it, then it's really gonna just defeat the purpose. It's gonna do the same thing again. So maybe in the future I'll probably put a built MT82 inside this car and really take it to its limits. But as of right now, kind of just babying the car when I drive it. I'll try to see if I can get the chatter on video and like what it does whenever I'm shifting. It's a little iffy. So right now I'm actually headed to go help one of my buddies wash his truck. I'm gonna help Chet wash his Silverado over here by a local car wash, and I'll just take my time, just making some content for you guys, doing some time lapses and things. I wish I had a cockpit view, like a GoPro, so I can show you guys like POV inside the car. Unfortunately, I don't have a GoPro. I need to invest in some more equipment. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I get there. So I'm not sure how well you guys can hear the chatter, but this is what it is. And also, fun fact, TJ Hunt signed my fender and also my dash, and I got Instagram to sign my dash as well inside the car. But yeah, I'm at the car wash here. It's Webb's Car Wash. So this is my buddy's Silverado. It's a 2017 High Country with a 6.2, and it is a 2-wheel drive. He's planning to do a drop kit on it soon. He's planning to do a 4.6 drop. So it's a pretty unique spec. Well, my chatter on my car actually gets worse. It's not as normal as it sounds right there in the video. Whenever I'm putting the transmission back into gear, or if I'm like off the clutch and it's in neutral, sometimes it'll get really loud as I'm rolling into a parking lot. If I'm in neutral coasting it, it'll get really loud. for no reason. Earlier, I actually thought the car was knocking, and I was like, there's no way. So, but it's just the transmission making an awful lot of noise, more than what it did before. More than I remember, at least, from when I dropped it off at Ford. So we just finished washing Ched's truck. Right now we're gonna head back to my house, and then later tonight we're gonna go bowling, me, him, and then some other friends of mine. Another weird thing my car does is at random times I could be sitting still at idle and it'll just drop idle significantly. It'll go down below 500 RPMs, like as if it's gonna stall out, just for no reason. And it could be with the AC on, and which the crazy thing is, when the AC is on, it should be a more excessive load on the engine, causing the idle to be higher. So when the AC's off and it does that, it almost does come close to stalling out. It's always been like that since I ever got it. I never really looked into it to figure out why it does that, or went into the forums to ask if anybody else's Mustangs do the same thing where it drops idle significantly for no reason. But yeah, I think that's the rest of it for today's video, unless I come back on and make another little snippet. But until next time, I'll see you then.